What is going on, guys? This is RogueTerror94 back in talking about Jurassic World Evolution, and there's a lot to get through, so we're just going to jump right into this. Starting off, we're going to talk about the little video we got with Isla Pena, which that's apparently how it's pronounced. I've been calling it Isla Pena, or however you want to say it. However, I want to start off by saying that this island is supposed to be one of the most difficult, not only because of its size, but also because it's in perpetual night, all the time. I'm not sure how that'll play into the dinosaurs. I'm sure carnivorous dinosaurs might be a little bit more active during the night cycles. There really is no night cycle. But I just want to move on to how that makes me feel about the day and night cycle. I'm not happy that there's not one in there. It would be super easy to implement, and I don't like the idea of having an island that's in perpetual night or in perpetual dawn, because that's just going to make it difficult to see the dinosaurs. And if you change their skins, you won't be able to really tell unless you're in full daylight, which means you'd have to go to one of the other islands just to see what it'll look like, We have seen what the game looks like at night. We have seen the shadows. You really can't see anything. And I don't know, I'm just not impressed with that. But moving on, because we got a lot to talk about, we're going to move on to the T-Rex profile that we got. That was released on Tuesday, right? And it really weird that it was released on Tuesday, but apparently it was for Dinosaur Day. There's a little snippet at the end of the video that says Happy Dinosaur Day and all that good stuff. However, we get confirmation that dinosaur death duels are back in this game, which we figured they would be, but we haven't actually seen them. Usually it's just the dinosaurs squaring up. And of course, they placed the T-Rex with the Spinosaurus. The Spinosaurus, who just recently got its own profile, had its ass kicked by the T-Rex repeatedly because I watched it over and over and over again. T-Rex is my favorite dinosaur anyway, so I might be a little bit biased, but I love all dinosaurs. It doesn't matter. There was a little interesting thing there, and somebody pointed it out in the Facebook group that I am part of. They pointed out there seems to be scratches or bite marks on the snout of the Spinosaurus, right? And I went back and I looked at the Spinosaurus video. And it doesn't seem to be some kind of weird graphical glitch or like skin texture or whatever. The Spinosaurus' snout is smooth. These are actual scratch marks, and I'll toss up the picture there so you can see it, and I'll see if I can get a side-by-side view. But I mean, there it is. We got a look at dino damage. It's small. There's nothing. It's not like huge gashes in the side, but it's there. As Ian Malcolm would say, well, there it is. But I also want to talk about, somebody was talking about the animations, and they made a statement saying that fights between the same species will not always end out in death. Most of the time, it'll be dominance battles. We see a little bit of this in the new T-Rex video, but it's basically, they'll bite each other and all of that. Basically, one will show dominance over the other, like animals. Okay, so we're going to move on to the T-Rex video now. The new one that just dropped, the making of, basically. They're showing us how they got their T-Rex to be so awesome. And it does. It looks fantastic. I just have to say that I'm so excited about this game. I'm so excited about what we're going to be getting. The T-Rex looks so authentic. I'm so happy about it. And it's very interesting that T-Rex has been getting a lot of love this week. It really has, and I'm kind of excited to see what tomorrow brings, because tomorrow's Friday. We should be getting a new species profile. I'm kind of hoping it's the Indominus. I really am. I am kind of hoping that it's the Indominus. I'm not sure how they're gonna follow up with this. I thought for sure they would save the T-Rex for the last one. I really did think that, and it made sense to save it, but they didn't. So I'm interested to see what we're gonna get tomorrow. But until then, we're just gonna talk about what we have now. I want to talk about how fluid the movement is. Every muscle strain, every jiggle when it puts its foot on the blink, or it'll do so, like, you know, it'll do something on its own. It's this weird, like, randomized little tidbit thing. It's got little very needy, that it's not gonna lie down for just like the cut and go paddock. They need trees, they need an open field that they can hunt in, you know, something befitting a queen. You know, basically that's what it is. She's not gonna tolerate your nonsense. She's gonna tell you what she wants, and if you don't give it to her, she's gonna take what she can. I also want to point out that we got a sneak peek of the scar system. Right? Some of you might have noticed it, some of you might not have, but during one of the little snippets, they were showing us how they were moving the animations, you know, how they move the T-Rex and all that, and it showed the scars on the side of the body. She's got some on her, near her shoulder, she's got some on her neck, and it was really cool. And we haven't really seen any of that. The Spinosaurus kind of showed us the dino damage thing just a little bit, but we hadn't seen the scar system yet, which was talked about. And apparently it's in there, you know, that's actual proof that we have. And finally, I want to talk about what everyone's been talking about, and that's the aging system. Now, I was dubious on this. I didn't believe that there was actually going to be like a physical representation of age. I thought it basically the dinosaur got old and died, like it did in JPOG. There's nothing to it. Well, that is not the case. During the last bit of the video, we got a look at two tyrannosaurs, one clearly different than the other. This older female, she's faded, and you know, her skin is rough and wrinkly. She's walking there, her entire demeanor is different. Her tail is down, her head is down. She moves sluggishly. She looks old. She looks like she's been around for a long time. But I also want to point out that the younger Rex, because these two are walking side by side, as the younger Rex pulls up to the older one, it starts like calling out, like these little like chirping animations start, and she's looking right at the old one, so we know that she's doing some kind of communication. And this is not that's not the only proof that I have for this. Somewhere towards the beginning of the video, there's another two tyrannosaurs, and one is making a sound, the other one turns. Like, it turns, it's just like, yeah, what are you talking about? I don't understand what's going on. But I just thought it was so neat. This little, like, the little thing that makes it feel alive, you know, this younger female coming up to this older, basically matriarch, you know, coming up to this old Rex and, you know, saying, what's going on, you know, what's all this then? She's clearly running to the end of her rope, you know, and it shows, and it's so awesome. It really is. Oh, that reminds me, they also changed it to where the herbivores will now run away from predatory dinosaurs, because they didn't before, I guess. But that's all I got for today, guys. If you liked the video, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.